Joined by Hofstra head coach Simon Riddiough following a 2-1 loss to Columbia. Coach, thoughts on today's performance?
I've got 1,000 thoughts. Pathetic, lazy, unenergetic, no leadership, no effort, no urgency, no intelligence, arrogant, no humility. And I could keep going. I'm not that smart, so I don't have that many SAT words for it, but it was just poor.
Coach, goal scoring seems to be an issue this entire season. What are you going to address with this team to just try to shake things up and maybe get some more behind the net?
You're not going to go score goals unless we start pressing properly and creating chances off their errors. We didn't create anything from our press. We didn't press. We were supposed to press, we didn't press. I know it's a Sunday, I know it's hot, I know there's not many fans on a Sunday, but we can't allow those things which are uncontrollable. We can't control those things. We can't allow those things to dictate our performance. That is the most amateur performance I've seen a Hofstra team play I've been here 32 years, both as a men's player and a women's coach, probably the 26 years of coaching. I've never seen that amateur performance.
A lot of the aerial balls, at first it was a mixed group, but the second ball, it seemed like it was always going to Columbia. What was the main reason for that?
Intangibles, that's desire. We talked about it at half-time. We didn't. The first header was a 50-50. Sometimes it went high, sometimes it went in our favour, sometimes it went in their favour. But the second ball was always theirs because they wanted to do the hard work, the group work, and they're in a tough position. They need it more than we do. And after Thursday, where I thought we played really well, some people thought we were good, and they don't. You become good when you do the basics consistently. And the basics are hard work, intelligence, pressing at the right time, getting the ball down, shooting with a purpose, trying to get numbers in the box. Those are the basics, and we didn't do any of them. So the second balls, that's about desire, that's about heart, and they had none of it. So it doesn't surprise me if they won every second ball if you looked at the stats sheet, because it looked like that.
Coach, with the conclusion of non-conference play, are there any takeaways that that the team will use going forward?
It's a good question. We're not going to get an outline bid. We never were with what we've achieved so far. So that was out of the window. The disappointing thing is I thought we progressed really well to this point. And I thought this was a Columbia team where a lot of good players injured. I thought this was a chance to cement our confidence with a win and go 6-2-1, heading into Hampton and Willem and Mary, feeling good about ourselves, seeing the progression, seeing the ability, and then we go and throw that performance. And it's frustrating from my perspective because we expect, as much as we anticipate it happening with so many young players and new players, we don't expect it to happen. We've set the bar at Hofstra to be challenging for CAA championships, to go and win games on a consistent basis and play in a consistent way. And when you've got so many young players and new players to a system, you're going to get inconsistency. I just don't expect inconsistency to be that bad.
And Coach, speaking of the Hampton University Pirates, the prize this game is against the Pirates, who they've never played before. Are there any keys or things you want to take into the game, and how do you prepare for a game against a team you've never played?
It's a good question, I don't know. I was preparing for Columbia all weekend, so tonight and tomorrow we'll start looking at Hampton, what they bring to the table. We're home at least, that's a positive. But I don't know what team's going to show up. It's difficult to prepare for an opposition or an opponent when you don't really know what players, when, or how are they going to show up. And that was the reality. They didn't show up. So no matter what game plan we gave them, we told them first goal. We need the back four to set up on the edge of the D and Skylar to be 6 yards out. So anything in behind that back four, Skylar's collected. We didn't. We set up here and then we dropped and Anya's heading the ball 7 yards out. That's game plan. We told you what we needed you to do. Nobody listened. The back four didn't listen. Skylar played nervous, and before you know it, they get a goal from it. That number 6 can play a great ball anywhere. We talked about that. We talked about not giving silly fouls to give them those opportunities, but then again, we give silly fouls. So the game plan for Hampton, we have to look at ourselves. We have to get ourselves back. We have to recognise our strengths, what's going to make us win things, and then go from there. And we'll look at Hampton and we'll give them a game plan. But this group, I don't know if they'll listen. I don't know if they're mature enough to listen.
Speaking of inconsistencies, how did you feel going into this match after halftime? Because you don't have some of the famous high-scoring players like Neri Taylor, Lucy Porter, and Lucy Shepherd. So how did you feel as a whole? How was the morale, would you say?
Yeah, the first half was embarrassing. It was like there was a 6-foot level of water on this field, and nobody could run. Nobody wanted the ball. People were hiding. People were just lumping it. People pointing fingers at each other, and they got a goal from something which we had prepared, but had not listened. So the morale going in at half time was disappointing. I was angry. Everybody was angry, and I thought coming back in the second half, I think maybe we'll put a fire under the bonnet and they'll find a way to come back into the game and get one. And then they score that terrible goal. Like, it's a cross that we misjudged, and that deflated us. And then the referee gave us an extra man. He sent somebody off with 35 minutes to go, and there was no difference. Columbia was still winning the second balls. We have an extra man on the field. All right.
One more question, Coach, if I may, for you. So, last game I was at, also lost against Oregon. How do you feel the team performed differently? Because your emotions were vastly different in that postgame compared to this. So, what do you feel is the difference between those two places?
I never question or get angry with a team who are willing to work, who are willing to do basics. If you can't control a ball, if you can't shoot a ball on goal, if you can't head a ball, those are technique and skill sets. I'll get upset with people if they don't do them, but I can't really. But if you can't get into a position to press properly, that doesn't take anything. It takes no intelligence, it takes no ability, it just takes a little bit of desire. That's when I get frustrated. That's when I get upset. So against Oregon, I thought we played well. I thought we worked hard. We got into the right positions. We created opportunities. We had an individual defensive error which cost us the game. That will happen. Individual errors will happen in a game of soccer, and sometimes you've probably never cost you. It cost us against Oregon. Today, I don't think anybody outside of Anya Sutner can walk off that field feeling that they actually gave something to this team, and that is the disappointment.
From the Hofstra Chronicle. I just want to ask, what were your thoughts on the play in the offensive final third, throughout the match?
Was there any play in final third in the match? Did any of our 3 forwards do anything? Did 5 subs for the 3 forwards do anything? We tried 8 different combinations. We tried different players in different positions. We had Ellen as a centre forward, as a left winger, as a right winger. We had Tori Hill as centre forward, left winger, right winger. We had Leah right winger, left winger. We had Anna come on. We had Olivia come on. We had Matilda Braithwaite come on. We had Matilda, the Swedish Matilda, come on. We went through everything. We told Vicky to play up top for a little bit. That's 10 different players and probably 3 combinations of each 10. So we tried 30 different combinations and got nothing. So I don't know what to tell you. But look, I'll tip my hat to Columbia. They came, they've got loads of injuries. Some special players are injured. They got a goal generated from their set piece situation. Good coaching. Then they got a fortuitous goal. Sat in, got a man sent off, and we still couldn't break them down. We still couldn't get to second balls, and that's purely desire from their team, and something which we lacked. And if you can't play with desire, you're not going to get many games.
And then just one more. What do you think of the overall performance of Victoria from the match?
Like I said, only Anya Sutton can walk off that field with any pride. So I'll leave it at that.
All right. Thank you.